Generic greetings and welcome back to Prison Architect once again. In the previous episode we got another cell block. As you can see, it's all pretty much done and dusted apart from all the mildew that needs to be washed off in the shower, and then proceeded to do this left one side one, which is, well, that's only got the shower in, but we should be able to finish that one off and maybe even this one in this episode, which then leaves the flooring, a couple of other odd jobs, setting a couple of things in the either policies or rather going for programs, yeah, and then maybe altering some of the regime. But either way, we're doing okay. I am actually going to alter the regime because I think we've got too much sleep time here, so I'm actually going to reduce the shower time by 1 hour and then reduce this so we've got more free time. If we really wanted to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we could have that and that. Eat time there, and reduce it a bit. I mean, it could work. It could work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Don't think we need 11 hours of free time stroke work, although it's not too bad. We'll see how it goes. I normally go with the same sort of regime and have done for years, but we'll see if we can make it even stronger. Actually, you know what we can have? What I've missed out, actually, is I've missed out lockup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hours with 3 hours of lockup. That's fairly harsh, isn't it? But we've already got the punishment quite high, so we'll have the lockup as well. With us not having solitary, having a very high lockup will actually resolve that. It's about a point of contention, really, the whole not having solitary thing. A lot of people saying that actually it seems to work out anyway because of how we're doing it. Some people saying if we are going to stick with it, which I can confirm we are for the time being, probably best to up the punishment a little bit, which I think is a sensible choice. Don't think that's an unreasonable request. If you have luxuries, we'll have lockdown as well. Basically, you're not going to have any of this stuff, mate. Although we'll only give you an hour for that. There we go. It's all relative for the in-game time stuff. So yeah, what we'll do, we'll get some more prisoners. We'll go to quick build, clone, and we'll clone this bit here. And, oh, actually no, what we'll do first is have the wall in first. I always, for some reason, find it's best to put the wall in, then it gives us some guides for building. But yeah, a lot of people saying that the solitary situation is okay at the moment, but it doesn't give them the real max punishment that they need. Some people are also suggesting that we remove a couple of the cells either side of the blocks and then have each of these as solitary. Now, that's not a bad idea, but what the problem with that is you're losing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 violence. Oh look, it's weight pants again. Yeah, it's always him. It's always him. Anyway, yeah, so it's something we could do, but we'll move 2, 4, 6, 12 cells we'll lose out on, and we'll gain solitary in there. And they're very secure because if they ever try and kick off, they're going to go around the outside. And the warden. Water pipe has burst and is flooding the area. Fix it before the damage becomes too severe. Yeah, that's definitely flooding. Right, I guess I'll quickly fix that. Water pipe, there we go. Water's going inside here. Oh god, look at that. It's broke everything. Look at that. Because that's the main water pipe that feeds the entire prison. So we're going to prioritise that. Max that out. We'll also tell them to put some concrete tile back over the place. Oh, it's already in there. And then the water's going to dissipate. Now you can see most of the water was floating in the visitation. It was going around here, was going around here. Nothing that's critical. Nothing that would explode. If, however, it blew up around this area and started flooding into the kitchen, then we'd have some major issues. So, yeah, I don't really mind that too much. It wasn't really a big thing. Go to quick build again, clone. And then we'll start cloning this in. So there you go, there's 1, 2, and 3. Right. So, 4 grand, getting 350 a day. Obviously, we've got some prisoners coming in here. What I'm going to do is, under the request of several people, turn off mid-sec now and just go for the rest of it high-sec. Because people want to see some gang members and specifically some gang leaders to, come around and order things around, which, yeah, fair enough. I understand that completely. We got lockup now, which is why everything's all closed off. So punishments will, well, punishment has begun again, essentially. So if we look at the needs, you can see they're all slowly creeping up. We've got a fairly mediocre amount of critical needs, which is good to see. In terms of recreation, we haven't really touched this recreation room. This is a common room, very small room. It's got a pool table, it's got some chairs and a telly. That's it. We've got no benches and chairs. We haven't got anything like the arcade machines. We haven't got... I mean, there's loads of stuff we haven't got. If we zoom in, we haven't got a radio. There's loads of things that we have not bothered with. Although radio is more of a cell thing, I believe. It's more of something for cells. We've got a bit of a problem here. As you can see, we've got our cell... or one side of the cell block done. Cell block E, I think this will be. But we don't have enough money to finish the other side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the electrical cables and all of the pipe work in for one side, and then it means that I can simply forget about the other side as well when it comes to utilities. So I don't have to go back. I don't have to keep a mental note about having to place stuff there, which is good. All good. So, still over here, still got the stack of books because they're unsorted. If we go over to logistics and prison labour, we've got 4 prisoners assigned, and foundation education program needs to be done as well. I'm going to assign more people to the laundry because there's no reason why I shouldn't. I'm still hesitant to put anyone into the kitchen. It would mean they have to come around here, but I could easily open this up for prison accessibility. No, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm going to stick with it. I think we had a plan, stick to it. It seems to work out. Let's have a quick look at our programs. Reschedule all for now. So we've got 1 person doing the foundation education program. Pharmacological treatment to drug addiction, as you can see, is we've got 5 in the queue, 22 finished, 3 passed on a 13%. That's a very, very, very low pass rate. The problem is that when they're doing these things here, when they're doing this, they have like an attention span and like an attention rating, and if it's too low, then it's going to be so that the pass rate is going to be pathetic. The way to increase the attention span is to have it the way it's probably best to talk about the way it's reduced, and that's violence and need for security and safety. So if we go over to needs, you can see the need for, where is it? Is it called safety? There's actually a satisfied. Oh, they're satisfied. Well, I never thought I'd see that. Okay. This prison it's got gang members. It's got 8 gang members, 4 red, 2 green, 2 blue, and it's had 2 deaths in custody, and it's I would say maybe a fairly violent place. Not recently because of all the sniper towers and such, but in general, yeah. But that all of that feeds into the negatives when it comes to the teaching. So yeah, I'm just trying to think. Like, is that? It's feeding in negatively because of the violence we've had previously, but it mustn't be too much. I'm still unsure as to why there's only 1 person interested in the foundation education program. It's a little obfuscated at times. You don't really know exactly why at times why things are the way they are, but c'est la vie, as is life. Guard taser certification, we'll set that on the go. Might as well reschedule the programs. I always reschedule the programs just to give just to make sure that we've got them all in a row. I always reschedule them though, or try to reschedule them, should I say, when it's not work time, because otherwise it can really mess around with things. So as you can see, we've got people going into the shower. This section where we've got these like lines of drains still working out fantastically well. Very happy with the design of that. That's good. There's some tasers getting bought. We are receiving 652 prisoners. Sorry, 652 generic units of currency because of the prisoners. We are actually receiving in the next minute 9 prisoners. However, I'm going to change that. Intake number per day 18. Because we know we're going to have them on this side. And there's our prisoners. And because of the amount we've just received, bear in mind they're all high risk, we can now clone all of this. Alright. And then we'll be able to house them by the end of the day. And because all of the other stuff's been put in, all of the pipe work and the electrical cables, we should be fine. So, it should just be a fairly quick job to do all of that. I'm not going to put the flooring in just yet because there's weight pants again, still there. It says lockdown 3 hours, but he's not getting taken to his cell. Oh, hang on. Oh! Oh! Right. See this? See that there? See that parole hearing? Parole officer? Yeah. And what's happened there is Warren Dummer, prisoner number 158517, who was sentenced to 13 years for attempted murder, has went up for parole. He has had his parole rejected, and because of that, totally kicked off and started attacking the people behind the desk. Hence why I've got a guard station there with a taser, because that's a known thing, and it can happen quite often. So, at least we planned for that. Right, so, what else do we need to do? That's set to automatically open, that's fine. We don't have enough money to finish this off. For some reason, we've now got negative cash flow, which is interesting, since I haven't changed anything to my knowledge. But once the prisoners are here, which because they're still on the trucks, you see, we should be okay. So, where's the... I'm just trying to find out where is the bottleneck. The bottleneck is actually here. That's the truck driver standing outside. See, the would be normally picking stuff off and placing them in deliveries, but they can't do that because deliveries is full. So what I'm going to do, go over to rooms, go to garbage, delete garbage, and then put garbage right down here. Like that. And then for... Actually, how long is it? 7. Not that it matters. There we go. And then exports. Might as well make it a bit bigger. And then finally, deliveries. Which will do that. Alright, so now what will happen is, there you go. He's now going to start picking stuff up and dropping it off at the deliveries. Although, I realise why I did something. I'm going to cancel that back bit off. And the reason why I did that in the first place is because that's where we're going to have the fence. You can't have it on this edge one. So now, these can be removed, you see. These can be removed. So now, the trucks are coming along a bit better. Okay, job done. Just a little bit of load balancing there to deal with. It is dealt with and done. So there's Duncan Jackson, age 19, playing pool. I thought he was walking, but I haven't played pool in a long time, so maybe it's changed these days. But you can see he's got several days without incident. He's been doing some training, I believe. He's fearless, and he's spent... Oh, look at that. Foundation education program, success chance, pretty much nothing. But he's trying. I'll give him effort for, you know, a lot of points for trying and all of that. That's very, very good. Do you see that there? The dog actually smelled some smokes around here. We should also have probably the reception. That's probably a better idea, actually. Dog patrols, cancel that. Have that. That. So a guard and dog patrolling around here. Actually, you don't need a guard and a dog, do you, surely? Because they've both got the same sort of stuff. There we are. Looks like we're going to need to hire another dog. Or two. So... There's 2 more. And while we're here, we may as well put the rest of the dog crates in. Okay. So we have got some gang members. There you go. That's Aston Newell. Instigator and gang member. Ah, that's not going to go well. And that's 6 red gang members, 2 green, 2 blue. No leaders yet, but any time now. You would think there would be a system in place where the gang members would be promoted. So if there's not a gang member, sorry, a gang leader or a lieutenant or whatever, they'll take it upon themselves to decide the order of ranking. I'm not really bothered that there isn't that, because honestly, it's a bit of an issue at times. So it's fine. But, you know, it is what it is. So we're actually getting minus nearly £1,000 per day now, which is very, very interesting. Let's have a quick look. So food, obviously, is going to be going down. Staff food there, prisoner food. The staff are spending more on food, yet there's... That is interesting, actually. Staff food is minus 1,350 generic units of currency. And because of that, doesn't mean we need to sack... No, we can't sack some because of the food. We can't reduce the food either. There's no control as far as I'm aware. But that's interesting. You notice that we've got a total of 46 guards, plus a couple of other staff as well. Let's count into that. But then we've got 90 prisoners, or can have up to 90 prisoners. So, yes. Yes. Anyway, a lot of them are just standing around here because we're doing this shakedown and they haven't been moved from reception. They're not getting taken in. We do need to go to staff and hire some more guards then. We'll hire up to the 30 that I said I was originally going to go for, which still puts us on minuses, but it's not a big problem. I do need to get this thing searched sooner rather than later because I haven't searched in a couple of days, which means there could be something on the left and the right, like tunnels, which is something I really want to look out for. We'll go over to intake and make sure it is still full capacity, which it is. In our prisoners, we can see we've got 32 and 48, so another 10, we will be on 42. That's fine. That's about 50-50 mix, which is something... It's probably what I was aiming for. And again, it's got a high chance of... Oh, we're going to have to stop that search. It's just not happening. Not in a daytime like this. It's just stopping the entire prison. So, there's more prisoners, and there's a gang member with unknown reputation. Yep, one blue gang member, that's all it is. Okay, fine. Terms informants, tough, stokel, cop, killer. Ooh. Right, so, Matt... I was going to say Jones, but it's Johnny's. It's prisoner number 865836. It's 15... No, 33 years. 35 years. Multiple crimes including murder, perjury, and perjury. And cop killer. Prisoner guilty of murdering a police officer. Your prison guards will be unable to restrain themselves when subduing him. So when they're attacking him, they will keep battering him in the face. The batons or shooting them with tasers or whatever. In the armed guards and such are less like or are more likely to just go, oh, you know, extreme violence activated, essentially. They won't care. With no prejudice. Whoa! Hang on there. What happened there? Hold up. Look at that. Ah, do you know what it'll be? It'll be this knobhead again. Weight pants. Extremely volatile. They've all got the hands up. See that? That's because this sniper... I saw the red line. I'm thinking, hang on, what's going on there? They've all put their hands up. Someone has started a fight. I think... I'm blaming weight pants because, quite honestly, it's always him anyway. And then, obviously, they've just went, oh, hang on, we don't fancy this. We don't fancy this at all. That's a lot of bullets over there. So, yeah. The shop's making decent money. We made 115 generic units of currency last episode alone off that, which is, I think, quite good. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to reports, I'm going to go to valuation, sell shares, and that'll give me enough to go to building brick and then finish this one off. So, put that in. Obviously, entrance and exits. There and there. So, get that done. And then flooring, really. And there's this room here and this room here. Obviously, the library is something that if we are going to expand, then we will keep the library. This room, same thing. We either have to demolish it, or if we're not expanding, if we are expanding, we'll demolish it, and that'll be the way through the other side. And if we're not, then we'll just make that a security room, which is what it was originally. Or at least planned out to be originally. We'll have to see how it goes. Just make sure this is done. And there it goes. Until it's all placed, and then we'll do this. But regardless of what we do, there's flooring to put in. There's the outside perimeter wall to go along the outside, but in order to do that, I'll probably need automatic door openers, which is something I haven't researched, so I'll start the remote access now. It's currently summer, weather overcast. In terms of the weather, I have not really had much problem this series so far. I've had no real bother whatsoever. Actually, that's a lie. We did have a little bit of a problem with the staff needs earlier. When I first got staff, they had this warmth need that wasn't taken care of. But that's now resolved by, well, essentially it's heating the place. As you can see, the only place that isn't heated is up the top here. So there's going to be some warmth needs there, which we can always do. We've got the boiler in the centre in order to fix that if we really need to. But let's do another shakedown, because we do need to finally get another proper shakedown. It's 521 places here. It's a lot of things. I mean, when you consider we've got everything in the cells and everything needs to be searched. Everything needs to be searched. Radiators can be searched. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 times it by 6. That's a lot of places extra to be searched that we don't normally have, that you wouldn't have to search if you didn't have the temperature controls on in the weather, because you don't have to deal with it. You won't have radiators. So yeah, it introduces a lot more than just a bit of hot and cold and a bit of rain now and again. So I'm just running some pipework and cables just to get this shower done. Obviously we're going to have things like this where it's all forced open. Now it is anywhere. There we are. So that's sorted. Still searching. We're only halfway and we've still got loads of places to search. And the main problem is that they are not searching here. Oh, I've just realised why my money will be going right down. It'll be... Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. There's the tunnel. Yeah, it'll be in the tasers. Yeah, we got tasers. There we go. There's first tunnel. First tunnel that we found. So yeah, it's important that we keep searching. Strangely, that guy's going to get now locked up in the same place. Because if I have tunnels found in the game, policy, escape attempt. I think it might be classed as an escape attempt. So shall we see what it says? Well, we can easily find out. Send him in there. Hang on, I said go in there. And why is it go? Look at that. We can't get line of sight when the guard goes in. There we go. So this guy is locked down, found weapons, and then escape attempt. Yeah, so it is classed as an escape attempt when you find a tunnel. So if we look at our policy, escape attempt, you get locked down. So we found a tunnel in his cell, in fact other people's cells as well, and we say, how dare you do that? And then we block him up in the same room. I mean, I don't think we fling a shovel in after with him to help out or whatever. I don't think it's as bad as that, but still. So let's just assign the shower to locked open as well as a guard there. Still searching this place. I am going to finish this search. Hella high water. We're going to be doing it. I did say remove the tunnels, but they're just not getting in. Look at this. This is a really annoying thing with patrols. Look, that guy should be opening that up. And he's not. I need automatic door openers, and I need them sooner rather than later, really. But even then, sometimes they don't. Yeah, look, they'll sit on the phone taps, but not the CCTV monitors, so it's a bit iffy at times there. Come on. Yeah. Automatic door openers are going to be mandatory. Oh, God, look at the deliveries. It just creates sandwiches. Oh, well. So... just check on the needs. See, most of this is searched now. But it's almost going to be a full day of searching. It is almost going to be a full day of searching. Just to get that one done. Right. I'm going to turn it off because it's just making the prison totally dysfunctional. So, I think that's really shown the massive need for remote access. So we're going to do that. So we're going to go over to... utilities, and it'll be door control system, and we're going to put a door control system in here, And then we'll start putting some door servos around the place, but that is a next episode problem. Next episode, we will do a couple of things. We will get the automatic door openers done, we'll get this cell block done, and then we'll really have to decide whether or not we're going to expand or not. If we expand, it will be expanding to the north, and it will be adding probably another couple of cells like this. We might even go for graded cells up there, and then we'll have a death row, and we'll have a workshop. That's what we'll probably do up the top. That's if we expand. I'll be asking that next episode, but for the time being, we've already got stuff to do. And a lot of flooring, because we still haven't done that either. But we are making money, which is always good, and we'll get more when we put this in as well. So, job done. As always, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.